What's up, everybody? Welcome to Batz from the Grave. My name is Batz, and today I think we need to talk about people's misconceptions of what other people think about reboots. Mainly the Thundercats Roar and Teen Titans Go, and just all of the reboots, the Disney reboots, everything everybody's got going on. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that most of us, and I can't speak for everybody, I'm mainly speaking for myself. If you think that most of us are upset that you're ruining our childhoods, you're only partially correct. Because the real fact of the matter is that while you think that's the problem, the real problem is that we just want you to create something new. See, things like Thundercats and Aladdin, Disney, I'm looking at you, they're just, why not make something new? Especially Disney, and you're a powerhouse, you can create anything. So why would you want to take something beloved and completely destroy it? And it's like, I get it, you know, maybe it meant something to you, like in the case of Thundercats Go, you really wanted to pay a homage. But what you've really done is you've taken something that a lot of people loved and cared about a lot, and you took a big dump all over it. So, personally, and again, I can't speak for everybody, this is just Batz rambling on, wasting some time, kind of stuck at home, can't really go anywhere, and chop it all off through a background. But, I was watching a video by Jeremy over at the Quartering, and he was talking about some people that seem to think that the whole reason why we don't want these reboots is because you're ruining our childhood. And again, it's only partially correct. Because again, why not make something new? Even if it's not great, make something new. I mean, it isn't that difficult. Just come up with an idea, run with it, build on it, modify it, change it, let it grow, and make something that nobody's ever seen before. Make something that you would be proud of, because I'm sorry, they got, like, the people that made Thundercats Roar, I've seen about 11 seconds of an episode. And then their whole, like, everybody in the show, they're calling the fans of the original Thundercats basically retarded. So, that's not cool either. It's like, you have the right talent, so make your own creation. Why do you gotta take something that everybody loved? You know you're gonna get shit for it. But you can make your own thing. I'm just rambling on. I don't know. I just was playing a game and I started thinking about it and it started bothering me a bit, so I mean, Goats and I are in the process of trying to figure out how to get in touch with an attorney to get our stuff so we can submit it and pitch our idea to either Netflix or Nickelodeon or Hulu or even Amazon Prime, because I have a really good idea that is only rivaled, in our opinion, we have a good idea. It is only rivaled, in our opinion, by that of, like, Gravity Falls, or something with that intricate of a storyline. It's not meant to go on for 100, 200 episodes, or just a couple of seasons. But the story will have a definitive beginning, middle, and an end, with a complete and total wrap-up that should satisfy everybody, while also still leaving it open-ended. I'm not going to get into too much of that here, because it's a work in progress, and I don't want anybody to steal my idea. But, I mean, seriously, just make something new. Don't take something old and take a crap all over it. Nobody wants to see that. I mean, I'm a huge Tim Burton fan, but I will not watch Dumbo. Not the reboot. See, I grew up on the originals, things like that. Like, I went and saw the original Aladdin in theaters with my uncle. It was amazing. I was young. But I've seen the commercials and the previews. I have nothing against any of the actors or Will Smith or anything like that. But first of all, trying to replace Robin Williams, it's just too soon. Okay? You can't. You can't replace Robin Williams. And taking major elements out of stories and taking your own liberties with them, at that point, you shouldn't be able to call it whatever its origin story was. For example, Dumbo shouldn't have been Dumbo. It should have been something else. It should have just been named something else. If they're going to change even the tiniest of details that make the story. Now, they got the Mulan movie coming out, and I've heard that Mushu's not even going to be in it. Again, a major part of the original. Why change it? To please a bunch of people that may or may not tell you on Twitter how much you suck? I mean, who cares? I'm making this video, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a lot of shit for it. I don't really care. It's life. It's the way it goes. You know, in our cartoon that we're making, our idea that we're getting ready to pitch, okay, it's inspired heavily by the things that we loved and things we grew up with, but only rarely will you see like a direct reference, and it's not even that it's a reboot. I mean, we thought about doing things like having a homage to other characters or basing characters off other characters, but one thing we would not do is try to rewrite something that somebody else already made. Because here's the thing, that just shows they have originality and you don't. It shows how little effort you're willing to put in. Okay? Like, for example, this game I'm playing right now. You know, people that don't know it, whatever, they might see it and go, oh, well, it's like Fallout. I hate to break to you, it is far from Fallout, but it is highly inspired by Fallout. So the people that made this game, Adult Swim Games, Mr. Podunkian, sorry if I butchered that, but you guys are doing it right, okay? You paid homage to something that you either loved or hated, and you did it in a way that was enjoyable and way vastly different than anything anybody's ever done before. And I, for one, I have to respect that. Because as somebody trying to create something new, I don't want to feel like I took something that wasn't my creation, something that didn't belong to me. I mean, I feel bad enough making these gameplay videos, but I figure, why not, you know? I give you something to look at while I sit here and run my mouth, and maybe interest you in a game. I don't really know. But my point is things like reboots like Thundercats Roar, Teen Titans Go, the Disney, we'll just call it mess. It's not good. You're hurting your own brand. You're hurting your fan base. You're pissing people off. And I don't know. Like, especially Disney. Like, I would like to pitch my idea to Disney, but it has so many weaves and intricacies like Gravity Falls and along those lines of ongoing mysteries and a story that won't wrap up until it's finally at the very end. But I don't want to just cop out and say, oh look, I made a Gravity Falls-like cartoon, because in all honesty, at the source material, there isn't one single thing about our project that is anything like Gravity Falls. Short of maybe eccentric character design, but even none of the characters look the same. You can find those over on our main channel, and I'm going to post the actual character concepts right here on this channel probably in the next day or two, because again, like I said, everybody's stuck at home. You can't go grocery shopping, you can't go to the store, you can't go see movies. They tell you, don't go see your friends, don't go see anybody, don't go do this, don't go do that. Well, this is the best thing I got. Just sit here and bitch and complain about stuff that a lot of people hopefully feel the same way about. But, I'm not trying to make anybody mad or nothing like that. I'm just, as an artist, like, I don't know. It's weird for even Disney to be like, oh, I'm gonna take DuckTales and reboot it. I mean, I'm a lifelong DuckTales fan. I grew up on that stuff. But on that same front, this is the same company that made DuckTales. It's their property to do with as they wish. It's not like I'm gonna go out there and be like, oh, here's mine and Goat's pitch. It's called Scooby-Doo. No. And again, that's just because you buy something does not mean you have the right to destroy it. I guess, in a way. Like, so your goal here is what? Let's make 10,000 people happy while pissing 10,000 people off? Because it seems to me like that's the actual MO. And I don't know about that. It's like, I don't know. Oh, sorry, I'm a little heated on this particular topic. I know, most of you, this is going to be ridiculous and an angry rantish video, and for the most part, I guess it kind of is. But I'd like to see more new stuff. I'd like to see what these creators can come up with, given the tools and abilities and resources that I don't have, because I don't know anybody in the business. I don't know anybody that can help me. I got one potential contact that I met a couple years ago, and I just want to make sure I've got it all right before I even take that chance, because I feel like I've been given one shot. One shot. And to those of you out there that have been given your one shot and you've wasted it on taking somebody else's original idea and turning it into, well, you know, I'm sorry. I don't know how you got in the business, but I only wish I could be where you were at. Because our idea is amazing, and it's just one of like 4 different ideas I have, but it is our main idea. We have been writing nonstop. We've been developing a story with intricacies and little nuances here and there, and things that fit in, and things that are homages to other things. There's homages to My Pet Monster, there's homages to all real monsters, there's homages to all kinds of things. That is my exact point, right? Okay, so if you want to make something like Thundercats, why didn't you just make something set in a similar or even the same universe, but not with the same characters? You know what? From the grave. Artists out there, call it jealousy, call it envy, call it what you want. I just didn't have any way to get my foot in the door. And one day the world will see our cartoon, our animated creation, and be like, wow, he should have done this a long time ago. That's a note from myself. This has been Batz from the grave. I'm Thank You Batz. As usual, think for yourselves, keep it creepy. I'm out of here. See ya.